In this lesson, we'll look at using heading tags to structure text in our HTML documents. Whenever possible, we want to use the HTML tags that the HTML language provides to us to structure text based on the way that the HTML language intends us to use those tags. Looking at this sample set of code, I can see that I have basically a hierarchy of text. I have what looks like a main title in the word flavors, and a series of flavors of ice cream, each of which have a name and a description. If I were to preview this page in my browser, which in my case is Firefox on the Macintosh, perhaps Internet Explorer on the PC, and if I were to open this file from the File menu by selecting Open File and browsing to the Chapter 2 folder and click on icecreampage.htm and click Open, I can see that this page works in that I see text on the page, but all the text looks exactly the same. And there are some spacing issues relating to the positioning of titles and then flavors and their descriptions. Heading tags in HTML will allow us to structure text without having to put too much effort into our page. To get started, we'll format the word flavors, which I'm highlighting in blue with my cursor, by clicking and dragging, just as a means of highlighting where I am. I'll do that throughout subsequent lessons. It's nothing you need to do, but something that you'll probably do yourself. Before the F in the word flavors, I'm going to position my cursor and type the following opening tag. Open caret, H1, and I'll position my mouse after the break after the word flavors, and delete that break using my keyboard and type the closing tag. Open caret /H1. Using this opening and closing tag wrapped around the word flavors, we're creating a heading element, in this case in H1. When we work with headings in HTML, headings begin with the H1 tag, which would be the heading with the most emphasis, the largest heading on our page. Subsequent headings, that would be a subtitle or a sub-subtitle, would be labeled H1, H2, H3, H4, all the way up to H6. Let's have a look at how that would work. First, I'm going to save my file and then switch over to my browser and hit the reload or refresh button, and I can see that the word flavors has now changed. It's increased in size and now it's bold. Also notice that I didn't need to use a break to wrap the next line of text down to the next line. When you use a heading tag, the next line of text will automatically wrap down to the next line, so there's no need for using a break. Knowing that, let's format the word chocolate, but we don't want to give that word as much emphasis. So we'll use the H2 tag to highlight it, but knowing that that highlight will be smaller than that from the H1. The syntax of creating a heading 2 is exactly the same as creating a heading 1. Open caret, H, except this time, 2. And then close caret. And I'll delete the break after the word chocolate and create a closing tag, H2. Now I'll save this file, File and Save, or Command S, Control S on the PC, and hit reload. Now I can see the word chocolate has been bolded as well. It's on its own line, but the text is a little bit smaller than the word flavors. Let's apply this H2 formatting to the remaining flavors on this page. I'll position my mouse before the V in vanilla and type H2 and remove the break tag and put in a closing H2 tag. And I'm going to do the same for the remaining 3 flavors here on this page. H2 and chocolate chip. And before mint chip, starting to get hungry now. And one last time before the last flavor on the page. Watermelon sherbet. Mint chip sounded better. And we'll correct a little typo here on this page. Good for you and tastes good too! Exclamation. Clean up this page a little bit. Alrighty. Now I'm going to click on the File menu and click Save. And switch over to my web browser and hit refresh. And now I can see all of the flavors on this page are bold, exist on their own line, and are smaller than the main title at the top of the page.